Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm here to do my January layout share. So this one was actually done in December, but I couldn't remember if I shared it. It was for the telephone hop from the Secret Non-Secret Kit Club round 3. I was 4th in line and I got my layout from, I believe it was from Janet H. So it should be up there. I'll try to remember to link everything. But yeah, so this one, I love it. I used some old Making Homes paper, a piece of vellum here, and just some a lot of stash diving in this one. But I really love the way it turned out to document my daughter and her sick day there. And then the rest I know are from January. So they're not in order. I just kind of stacked them up. This one was one of my ones using my For the Love of Homemade kits. And this was combined with the Everyday Inspiration, I believe, and it could have been combined with one other thing. I don't exactly remember. I know it was at least those two though, and it's just these two photos of my youngest. So there's Nora and there's Barrett, and I was definitely using up my kit. So I used my alphas from the kit, a bunch of the stickers, and then the prompt from Everyday Inspiration was this really cool staircase. And so I just twisted my paper to kind of do the same kind of swirl as the staircase and let it be. Lots of different pattern papers. And then I added in just a couple little extra things to finish it all off there. This one was for a Spiegel Mom Scraps layout, and I believe it was it's also for a challenge maybe, but I know for sure it was for Spiegel Mom Scraps. So I used a bunch of the sequins. I lined them up here. I placed them here and there. I fussy cut a bunch of stuff. And this is documenting, I did Day in the Life back in 2017. And I haven't documented it yet. So this is going to be my opening page, and then I'll have a couple pocket pages to go with it. I did it back in 2016 as well, and then I haven't done it again since. So I probably will attempt it this year. So I have one documentation with each of my kids that way. And then I'll probably let it go, because Day in the Life, it's not really my thing. It's fun to look back on though, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm really proud of this. This is very different. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was for one of my challenges from one of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club scrap parties, I believe. So there's that. Here is, I started the ABC Scrappy Challenge for this year. So every 2 weeks I'm hosting a new letter with the new prompt to that. And for the letter A, it was alpha. This was my first example, which was to mix a whole bunch of different alphas to create a layout. And I got great reviews on this, so thank you so much. It's just my daughter running. She's dressed in her Halloween outfit there, and I just found a quote on Pinterest, went ahead and used that, and did some mixed media, and just let the title kind of speak for itself there. And then this was the second challenge, which was to take old alphas that basically you knew within your thicker pack were done and you couldn't spell a whole bunch, a lot more words or whatnot. And I just painted all of them one color, and then I kept a few of them that I could make words out of to actually do my title within it, and then placed a few bits and pieces on top. And that's just my little guy. And we were actually at the pumpkin patch there, but that's not what it's about. It's just him being cute. And Nora used to go up to him and be like, "Hi, little Barrett." So it was really sweet. So I went ahead and did that. And then a little nod that we call him our baby bear. So I just wrote "Hello, baby bear" there, and a star to get that flare used up. This one was also for Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I struggled with it. I'm happy with the finished layout, but I did struggle with it quite a bit. I did a little sequin pocket there, and then I'm using we got to have a collaboration with Crafter Cardstock Warehouse, and so I used a cut file to cut out the cardstock with. Excuse me. And then I just used the two cute photos of my little guys having fun. So that's Jackson and that's Nora a couple years ago, maybe last year maybe. So yes, I like that one too. This one's probably one of my favorites of the month. I used one of my cut files from the Creative Cuts Club. This is the very first layout I did using my kit for the Love of Homemade Kits, and I basically tried to use as much as possible. So I I used the cut file, I used the trim that I got, I used the ribbon that I had, 2 of the 3 alphas I pulled, plus my glitter thickers and the sequins and the flare. And 4 different pattern papers. So yeah, it was really fun. The only thing that wasn't in the kit originally was this pattern paper and this little thing. But yeah, I love it, love it. This is my son on his kindergarten orientation day, and I had him stand up next to the lion at his school and his gym there. And here's another one. So this is like the girl version of using my kit. I brought in a bunch for this one. This is, I think, the last layout I had created. So I brought in this paper and this word pretty, but everything else is from the kit. And I had fun with that. I love this lined up. So it's Nora with, it's every other. So it's her baby doll and then one of Jackson's action figures, and it's just every other one. And it's so cute. They're all being friends and she's just adorable. So I went ahead and documented that. Here is for the letter B from my ABC series, and this one is for boys, butterflies, and balloons. And this one is obviously butterflies, as you can see. I wanted to show you how you could use a theme that was maybe a little bit more girly and just use it in a boy layout in multiple ways. You could just use the color tones, but also Jackson was learning to ride his bike without his training wheels, so he was spreading his wings in a different way. So I went ahead and kind of used it in dual ways. I used up some sequins down at the bottom here. It's kind of hard to see. I didn't highlight it well enough, but I do really love it down there. It's cute. You can see it in person more than you can see it anywhere else. And then I did stitching as well, which I don't always do with my boy layouts. So there's that one. And then the other part of B was the balloons. And so again, Jackson on one of his birthdays, I think he turned 4 here, so 2 years ago. And again, using sequins in a different form. So I made them into balloons and then used neutral pattern papers from different collections to help finish off the layout. And then the Hooray collection from crepe paper to symbolize the birthday part of it. And then finally is my last layout for the Love of Homemade Kits, and this one was Jackson's first day of school. I snapped a photo of his backpack and his shoes. This was he went to kindergarten, so it was kind of a big first step there. And so I just wanted to document some of the little things because it was his first day and that's a big thing for our family. So yeah, I really love it. This was a background I tried to use on another layout that didn't work, and so I manipulated it to make it work for me, and then just added everything else in there. So a couple things aren't from the kit, but most things are. So really pleased with the way it was done. I'm pleased with the layouts I got done. I wasn't able to get a few things done, but that's okay. It's just been, January is a busy month in my life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 layouts. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll try to remember to link all the things up. If not, I apologize. I will try to do better next time. Everything is on Instagram if you want to see it anyways. You can look on there. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.